Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tom from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. It is Sunday, October 5th, 2025, and starting with the euro dollar. Well, really didn't do much this week, now did it? We did have that close below last week. We had the close below 117.52-ish, and the marketplace actually rode down right to this support point right here. We had the support at 116, like I'm gonna move this up. It's actually 116.28. That's the main point, okay? But since we are still below um, that 117, where are we now? Here we closed at what? 117.41. I'm gonna move this up over here. 117 like 60. That's the resistance point on the week, all right? Further resistance sits right at 118.30. So in order for the euro dollar to show any type of strength, it's got to get through 118.30 this week. It's a lot of wood to chop for the euro, considering that there's some macro news against it. But, as the saying always goes, the obvious rarely happens, but the unexpected constantly occurs. So, really, right now, the most important point for the euro dollar right now is sitting at 116.28. If it could drop below this, it could actually fall to like 115.5. If it can close above 117.60, you got a chance to rally up to resistance at 118.30. And I don't think it's going to break through that. I think that this is like irrational exuberance at 119.20. I think the euro dollar is actually kind of drifting lower, and just got to pay attention to the trend line. Let's put a trend line up. Put a quick trend line up right here. Let's get a trend line. Right here is a demand point. Come up to this demand point. Right there is a support, 116.77 on the daily. All right, let's move on over to good old sterling dollar. Okay, we had sterling dollar right there. We said that's going to be difficult to get through that top. Right now, as it stands, the resistance at 135.03. That's still good. The support right now sits really at 134.25. Now those are daily levels, right? Um, but the weekly support sits at 133.61. The weekly resistance sits right up here at 135.30. Okay. Actually, you can go right to this peak right here. Yeah, there it is. 135.33. There's your weekly resistance. All right. So really, cable is trading in between 133.61, 135, 36. It's really up near the upper end. So if it breaks down below this 135.25, be your first warning that you're drifting back down towards that low there. And of course, you got to come on over to the daily analysis because I'll cover that there. All right, let's look at good old dollar yen real quick. This one's been tough. Right now, the resistance sits right now at 148.02. Weekly support sits like really at 145.50. I'm going to throw it down there because 145.80. Let's bring it down. There it is. Sorry. 145.61. There's the support right there. Okay, that's the weekly support right now. No clue really with Yen. I mean, if you can get above 148.02, it can actually show some strength trading back up to like the 148.5, 148.80, potentially even 149. The short-term break, a break below, say 30, on the open could drive us down towards, the 146.77, potentially even the 146.58. Uh, so a break of that would actually drive us down lower. But as it stands right now, I think it's kind of like trading in between. So let's say 146.80 and 148.02 on the week right now. Again, come on over to the daily analysis and I'll have a better update for you. But this is really an important point. It's got to hold short term, it's got to hold 145.35. If it can't, sorry, 145.30. Can't, it's actually drifting a little bit lower. All right, let's move on over to good old euro yen. All right, This is actually short-term resistance. Here is the weekly resistance, 173.80. And here's the weekly support, 172.30-ish. Right now, we're coming up towards resistance. What we do, it's still really chopping around. I would like to see it break up a little bit higher, maybe 173, like 50. Then you could take a look at, like, that, seeing if that 172.89 support could hold. But that's truly the support right now. If it breaks down through 172.89, it's opening up 172.29, and then a deeper retrace to 171.80. But right now, euro yen, uh, resistance weekly 173.81, support 172.29. And that's what's happening in there. Let's go on over to good old sterling yen. Where's my sterling yen? Here's sterling yen. All right, let's get over to sterling yen. Where's my little thing here? Let me get to the forward of the. There it is. All right, so weekly support is 198.03. Weekly resistance is 199.25. Right now, it broke up above the 198.69 level, which is actually showing some strength up to probably like 199.05, 199.20. Right now, it's got to hold the let's see where we go down to. We went down to what, 197, 197.50, huh? Okay. Mm, it really has to hold this 198 like '03 level. That level that's there. It's got to hold that or else it's drifting down lower, potentially down towards the 197. Where's that close? Right there, like the 197.77 and a deeper retrace. If it breaks through that 197.50, it's opening up like 196.80. Again, you got to get into the daily stuff because I'll handle that on the dailies. Right now, the point that you got to watch is that 198.60 right now. And also, up top at 199 like 30. That's kind of like a reach right now for sterling yen because it looks like, look, I mean, this 4-hour chart's definitely downward movement, right? So, like right here would be an important, like this was like the first level of support. So this would be like a rejection zone up in here. If it comes up here, this would be the point where the marketplace would reject, come back down and try to see. Now, if it rejects up at this 199, say 20, rejects up here and like it builds a higher base, then comes up through it. Well, then it's starting to go back up into the same range, like this 200, 199 like figure level. So that's what I got going on for you guys today. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Don't forget, in the description below, you can get yourself a free video and ebook. And I'll see you on tomorrow. Remember, always, 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 as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.